It's time for GMA3. The latest fallout from the raid in Venezuela, President Trump touting the success of the operation to capture Nicolás Maduro, now claiming Venezuela will turn over millions of barrels of oil to the U.S. As we learn more about the president's demands of the interim leader, as Trump plans to take over its oil reserves while facing questions over how he plans to run the country. SoCal strong. 1 year after the devastating wildfires, we're there in Southern California with the signs of hope and where they still need help.
I had an army behind me, and we own the land. We own the land. Yes, we're going to rebuild.
And the proposal that got out of hand, all caught on camera. She didn't say no, so why did the groom react like this? We're going to tell you. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
A proposal panic, but she did say yes. So that's some good news right there. Oh, it is good to see you on this first hump day of 2026. I'm Theo Benito.
Yes, it is. I'm Rebecca Jarvis. We're here with Rhiannon and Allie, and we're so glad you can join us on this Wednesday.
So we're all married, but I have a question for you. Would you have wanted mom and dad's help while you were dating to find a date?
Nah.
No, thank you.
Well, it's a new trend. People are doing this. So we checked in with some of the families who are letting mom or dad swipe right on the dating apps. That's coming up.
Okay, also ahead here, it's the first week of the new year, and who better to spend it with than, of course, Tori Johnson. She's bringing deals and steals for all your wellness needs, helping you feel your best in 2026. Start the year off right.
Indeed, but we're going to begin with the fallout from the U.S. attack on Venezuela and the capture of its leader, Nicolás Maduro. President Trump is touting the success of the operation, now claiming Venezuela will turn over billions of dollars worth of oil to the U.S. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the latest. Hi, Mary.
Hey, Rebecca. Well, President Trump has insisted that the U.S. is in charge of Venezuela and will take control of the country's vast oil resources. And now Trump claims that Venezuela has agreed to hand over 30 to 50 million barrels of oil to the U.S. Trump announcing this in a social media post, saying this oil will be sold at its market price, and that money will be controlled by me as President of the United States of America to ensure it is used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. Now, if accurate, this means that Venezuela will be turning over $1.8 to $3 billion of oil, but it's unclear what exactly Venezuela will get in return, and they have not responded yet. Oil, of course, is Venezuela's economic lifeline. The U.S. now threatening that by imposing a military blockade on its oil exports, using it as leverage to get Venezuela to give in to the Trump administration's demands. And sources tell ABC News the U.S. has conveyed to the interim leader of Venezuela that she must agree to partner exclusively with the U.S. on oil production and kick out officials from China, Russia, Iran, and Cuba, severing all economic ties with those countries. And I am told that top oil executives will be here at the White House on Friday to meet with the president to discuss investments in Venezuela, guys.
Yeah, a big conversation there, Mary, considering that all of these oil companies, except for Chevron, left that region when their assets were seized by the socialist regime there a few decades ago. This morning, we also have news that the U.S. is seizing a sanctioned oil tanker.
Yeah, earlier today, the U.S. announcing an operation to seize a sanctioned oil tanker, a newly Russian-flagged ship that has been linked to Venezuela. Now, we're told the U.S. has been tracking this tanker for the last 2 weeks after trying to seize it when it was in the Caribbean. The Coast Guard following it ever since to the North Atlantic, and the administration also confirming it seized a second sanctioned oil vessel near the Caribbean. Guys?
All right, Mary, thank you for that update there. And now to a report that was just released this morning about online holiday spending. Americans are spending at a record rate. Elizabeth Schulze joins us now to break down the numbers. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Rhiannon. So this new report shows it was officially a record-breaking holiday shopping season. Adobe Analytics says that shoppers spent nearly $260 billion online in November through December. That's up 6.8% from last year. And actually, half of all that spending on three categories: electronics, clothes, and furniture. When we think about what this means for the broader American economy, it is a sign of strength that consumers have been resilient. We also know that many shoppers are paying high prices and they are spending a lot of time looking for discounts. One other trend here is a surge in the number of people using buy now, pay later $20 billion spent with that payment method. That's an all-time high. Buy now, pay later companies like Afterpay, Affirm, or Klarna let you make a purchase in installments. It's typically over 6 weeks instead of all at once. So if you're buying a $200 TV, you make 4 payments of $50. If you did use that option for holiday shopping, it's critical to stick to the payment schedule or you risk paying fees. Interest rates there can exceed 30%, Rhiannon.
Okay, that is very good advice. Do you have any other tips for people who are using that buy now, pay later?
Well, so unlike your credit card statement where your balance is due for all your purchases one day of the month, with buy now, pay later, it's a different schedule for every transaction. So maybe put reminders on your phone or calendar of the payment dates so you don't get behind, or consider setting up automatic payments. And always look at the full price of an item versus only the price you're paying in those installments. That's really going to help you stay within your budget, guys.
It's a great tool if you use it responsibly.
Yep.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Now to a couple's special moment, their marriage proposal that got out of hand. We're going to tell you what that means in a moment here. It was all caught on camera. Lara Spencer tells us a story that really comes full circle from panic to perfect.
I was high up. I was terrified for my life. I'm about to ask this woman to marry me.
It was the moment Trevor Van Camp had been planning for over a year. A romantic proposal to his girlfriend Danielle Jenkins under the lights of the Sky Bridge, Michigan at Boyne Mountain Resort. But his face says it all. What happened next was anything but part of the plan.
I was in complete shock. I can't believe I did that. All that money was, oh my God. I just ruined her proposal.
The ring slipping through his fingers, falling nearly 120 feet into the snowy ground below.
I just laughed because this was such a Trevor thing to do. I think I was just more or less like, oh crap, what do we do next?
After looking for more than 2 hours, the couple quitting their search. But the resort's overnight snowmaking supervisor, Pat Harper, was determined to make it right. In the darkness, his metal detector picking up a signal.
I thought, no way, I just found that. And I picked it up, and sure enough, there was their engagement ring.
Trevor finally able to complete his plan with a proposal neither will ever forget.
I've had a lot of people ask me if it ruined the proposal, and it didn't. It made the proposal.
I mean, it made the proposal and really put it out in the national spotlight, right?
This is something they will remember for the rest of their lives, and they'll look back and laugh forever.
Truly.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, congratulations. Glad it worked out. All right. Coming up, SoCal Strong. We mark 1 year since the wildfires, and Ginger is right there with a look at how the community is slowly rebuilding. Come on back. You're watching GMA3.
We are back now with SoCal Strong. It has been a year since some of the worst wildfires in our country's history devastated parts of Southern California, forever changing the landscape there. Ginger is in Pasadena with a look at where the rebuild effort stands right now. Hi, Ginger.
Yeah, Rebecca, it has been a really long year for the folks here in Altadena and all of Southern California after those wildfires. You know, it was 6:18 p.m. local time 1 year ago tonight when those fires started, at least the Eaton fire did. It would take out more than 14,000 acres and take 19 lives. Now, we drove around Altadena. We saw lots of construction. There are about 500 homes being constructed, but only 7 have been completed. So it's been a slow go, but I got to tell you, it's all about these people and their resilience and their commitment to bringing Altadena back.
Altadena is telling the world they are not for sale.
So now it's go time. It's time to build.
The rebuilding process has been daunting for many. With more than 300 lots sold, 123 are currently for sale. Corporations and investment properties have been trying to buy the land.
The ground's still on fire. And there were developers coming in asking, did you want to sell your property? I was so enraged at that point.
1 year ago, the Eaton fire wiping away more than 9,000 structures, leaving a trail of destruction across Altadena.
My whole neighborhood is gone. I don't know how we're going to come back from this.
With the uncertainty of insurance payouts, community organizer Zaire Calvin has been on the front lines. He's also the brother of Evelyn McClendon, one of the 19 lives lost in the Eaton fire.
On the west side of Altadena, we literally saved ourselves. There was not help. There were no alerts. The system failed. We didn't have water to put the fire out. When the firefighters were running around, that was one of the complaints is we don't have water.
Displaced residents demanding compensation from SoCal Edison. Although an official cause has yet to be determined, the utility company has said that there is a possible connection to their equipment.
It is painful to think that our equipment may have been involved. We still don't quite know what happened.
Another stark reality, those that have homes still standing, but they're uninhabitable, like the Lombardis, whose property tested positive for high-level toxins like lead.
I came home to try to get some things put away, and I got a migraine for 3 days. Lead cannot be 100% cleaned. Kids absorb the lead twice as fast as adults do.
The family of five's home looks exactly as they left it last year. Dishes still sitting in the sink.
The invisibleness of contaminants that are in the house and the uphill battle of trying to convince the insurance company that these things are present and they are dangerous for our family.
It's been months of back and forth with their insurance company while struggling to find permanent housing.
So we have been paying this entire time. The mortgage, thank God, have not fallen behind.
We're just asking our insurance companies for what's right and due to us, which is pay out our policy. Let us try to get back to our somewhat normal lives.
Last year, I met LA City Fire Department Captain Dan Levens the morning after the fires annihilated his neighborhood. Dan says it's still difficult to see.
And how has this last year since I saw you been?
It's been pretty traumatic. I mean, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of reliving the horrors of that night, survivor guilt of what we were able to save and what we couldn't save. Sometimes I don't want to come to my front yard because this is what I see.
Captain Dan, his brother, and son saved 4 homes on their block. They're now being recognized for going above and beyond. It's the Altadena way.
Everybody that comes back, we're all going to have a special bond that nobody can erase.
There are several vigils and ceremonies to remark and see what has been lost in the last year. That all happens throughout the day and tonight. But I gotta tell you, these folks, including the Altadena girls, have really been making their community stronger. So they have pretty much been able to teach a masterclass in transforming tragedy into purpose. Wow. Guys.
Yeah. Coming back stronger than ever. Yeah. Stronger than ever. Truly well done. Thank you to the Altadena girls and Ginger and all the people who contributed to that report for us. Coming up here, Emma Stone sharing new details about the Miss Piggy movie. What? She says, yeah. She says it's now in the works and it's in pop news.
Look who's making her pop news debut. It's Sophie Clay.
Hey guys, so excited to be here with you. We begin pop news with the legend herself, Miss Piggy, because Emma Stone has confirmed the Miss Piggy movie is happening. And she revealed to W Magazine the answer to who will be playing the Diva Muppet. Spoiler alert, it won't be Emma. Check it out.
And are you playing Miss Piggy?
First of all, that is the biggest insult to Miss Piggy I've ever heard, and I will not have her name dragged through the mud.
I'm so sorry.
Why would I play a literal star? She's the greatest. What do you mean? No, of course I'm not playing Miss Piggy. Lynn, are you out of your mind? Miss Piggy is playing Miss Piggy.
Stone says she's teaming up with her pal and fellow Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence, along with Tony winner Cole Escola of Oh Mary fame. For the feature, Stone and Lawrence will produce while Escola writes. It's still in early development, so no word yet on plot details or release date. But if you need your Miss Piggy fix in the meantime, The Muppet Show will be back on our screens in a brand new special starring Sabrina Carpenter, Seth Rogen, Kermit the Frog, and of course, Miss Piggy. The Muppet Show special airs February 4th. Right here on ABC and streams on Disney+. So who's going to play her?
I know, right? But I'll tell you what, if Cole Escola is writing it, oh my gosh, it's going to be hilarious.
And I'm going to need an Oscar nom because we know Miss Piggy would kill it on the red carpet. Right? Next to a brand new tech milestone for Celine Dion, the 57-year-old superstar shared a new video announcing that she's now finally leaning into TikTok thanks to the encouragement of her kids as well as her team, which she says have assured her they'd handle everything.
Suddenly I'm becoming cool. Celine Dion is cool. That's amazing. TikTok, here I come. Ciao.
Oh, by the way, she's always been cool, but Celine has had a TikTok account for some time with nearly 5 million followers. She's decided to embrace the app in the new year.
She is very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, and it's
Very
great
clever.
to see her in this light after everything she's been through.
Absolutely. She's in her TikTok era. And now to the cutest baby Grouch going viral on TikTok. Baby Lena was just days old and clearly very uncertain about her new world. Well, that's when her big brother Theo stepped in and gave her the sweetest welcome to the world kiss, turning Lena's frown into the sweetest smile. That video racking up nearly 13 million views on TikTok since it's been posted.
Oh, look at that.
Look at her.
Cute.
Mom Shelby telling us that Theo loves checking up on his baby sister, bringing her fresh diapers, and comforting her when she cries. So sweet.
Just wait until they start fighting. It's coming. It's coming. Sorry to tell you. Right? You know.
Oh, I know. You feel so assured, reassured when they love them initially. And then everything changes.
All right. Thank you, Sophie.
Thanks,
that was
guys.
fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let us know when we didn't know who's playing Miss Piggy.
Of course. I'll
Okay.
bring you the deets.
Yes. Coming up, Joy Johnson is here with wellness deals and steals to start your year off right. Guess what? All 50% off.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow you do not want to miss GMA because we have Idris Elba taking over. Just like the villains took over a plane in the first season of his hit series Hijack, the new season is about to drop. He'll tell us all about it, and I have to tell you, some of the crew is actually dancing.
Yeah,
because Idris is coming.
literally, hands in the air. Excited about that. And on Friday, dietitian Maya Feller is here with doable tips to hit your nutrition goals for the new year.
And what do Madonna, Eminem, and Ginger Z all have in common? They all come from Michigan. Ginger is going home for our 50 states in 50 weeks to show us the wonders of the Great Lake State. That is on Friday. You have one shot, one opportunity to see it. We're looking forward to that, Rhiannon.
Okay, so here's a question for those of you with adult children who are single. Parents, would you be comfortable helping your kids decide who to swipe right on? And for those of you who are dating, would you want mom and dad's help finding a date? Okay, if you said yes, you two said definitely no. But if you said yes at home, you're not alone. This is a new trend, and we saw a story about it in the Wall Street Journal, and Lara Spencer checked it out for us.
Okay, entire universe of guys I might date. Let's see what you got.
That feeling echoed by Sergio Pereira when he swiped through his daughter Mariana's dating apps for the first time.
Chris, ¿cuál de las dos es Chris?
I wanted to show him what it was because I kept telling him that, the apps weren't going well. And I said, look at the people that are liking me, and you can tell me kind of your feedback.
I mean, like, who are they writing these things on your profile? That's what I was thinking. And are they real? I mean, are they telling you the truth?
As he and Mariana spent more time navigating them together,
Picture, running, photography, art, books, Mariana books.
Mariana says he helped her look beyond all the noise.
I think he was just like trying to tell me to not be as close-minded. Like, I think I would very quickly be like, no, like, out. And he's like, you don't know that. Like, you haven't talked to anyone. Like, why, or.
You can try. So let's see what happens.
The dad-daughter duo are among a growing number of people who are now swiping right on making dating apps a family affair.
Parents are great because they love you and they know you really well, and they can help to make you more positive about the whole search. Sometimes it's hard to do it on your own. So when you have somebody looking at, wow, this person seems really positive, I think he might actually be good for you, it can be really relieving for people, and it makes it more fun.
For Catherine Sturgill and her boyfriend Jordan, her mom's help curating her Hinge profile set the relationship up for instant success.
Like, I really didn't think that I would be sitting here 3.5 years later with the guy I met on the app when we were creating it. She was just more like, you have to take that step to get back out there. And that was kind of the push I needed.
And if you're a parent whose kid is bringing you along on their online journey for love, experts share this advice.
Make sure that you are being positive and not coming at the single or the people that are coming across the lens with too judgmental of a lens. Finding love is the best job in the world, but it's the hardest job in the world. So remember to be positive and to elevate the person that you're helping.
Good advice.
Sounds like the right advice.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, it is time for the first week of the new year, and that means a new Deals and Steals. And Tori Johnson is helping us start 2026 right with wellness products from small businesses. Tori,
Hey, Tori.
Starting with
we
this,
love it.
we can pass it around so
Yeah.
you can each feel. That is
It's so cool.
It is really powerful.
I love
It is a portable vibrating massage roller.
How does it feel?
Imagine
Phenomenal.
if you don't have a Rhiannon at home to do it for you. I'll come to your house,
everyone.
You
A
can
Rhiannon
lay-
for every home.
Exactly. It's ideal to lay on the ground and to use it on your back. You could use it on a tush, feet.
I'm not doing it on your tush.
Thank
I'm
you so
sorry.
much.
I have a viewer that swears for it under the foot.
the
Yeah.
feet,
For
yeah.
relieving the pain of plantar fasciitis, said this was the only thing that brought relief. And so there's a variety of ways to use it, but it's really about boosting circulation, relieving muscle aches and pains, bringing that sort of lessening the tension, something probably everyone could use right now. They're all 50%
You can use
off.
it. You don't need another person. That's great.
Exactly,
Love
exactly,
that.
exactly.
And it's got the USB-C charger, so you can use your
You
phone
know
charger.
it.
Okay.
All right, who wants to take a seat? You,
Sure.
Gio, you got
Have a
it?
seat, Gigi.
This is
All right.
Everlasting Comfort. When Dr. Nassif was here, he told me about these.
Really?
Yep, and he
Oh,
told me
yeah.
that
Nice.
when he does any
Feel
long
good?
surgeries where he's sitting down, this is what surgeons have because it helps to relieve any kind of back pain, helps to improve your posture, and just makes sitting for a long time more comfortable. So it could be for a long car ride, at your desk, any place where you know you're going to be sitting for a long time and you want to be comfortable.
And you can wash it.
Yes, you can wash them as
Really
well.
smart.
And there's also one that's got memory foam and cooling gel, 50% off. Okay, more for pain relief. So Willow's Nature was started, these are the patches, was started in the founder's kitchen when she was just kind of as a hobby playing with a willow balm to try to soothe the symptoms of her mom's arthritis and created then a line that's got now thousands of reviews, all for just natural pain relief. So we have patches, we've got it's got a nice soothing scent, but we've got the roll-ons in front as well as these creams, and then also we've got their anti-itch cream, which is really great as well. So for natural relief, this is a great line. It's all slashed in half.
And some of them are unscented,
Yeah.
which
Ooh,
is
nice.
also really
Exactly.
helpful.
And that
Exactly.
has menthol.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't have any pain, but it's a nice scent.
Good.
It kind of wakes you up.
Good to know. Okay, Grace Enable. So these are compression gloves. You want to stick your hand in
Yes,
there?
I do.
So this is like a gentle hug for the hand. So imagine
for your
if you
hand?
had, if you had arthritis, trigger finger, neuropathy, anything that required just that kind of great gentle compression. That one's a little bit small, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
it
You
is
can hold
really
on there
small.
because yeah, exactly. I'd like you to hold that one up though, because see how this one has
Yeah.
those extra silicone dots in it. So that's for somebody who needs a little extra security for their grip. So if you're cooking, holding a phone, a remote control, any
Brilliant.
kind of activity where you just need a little more security, those are going to be great. It's a great breathable fabric, and because of the open fingers, you can continue with any of your regular activities, whether you are knitting, texting, no matter gardening, you got it. A pair of these, $11.50. Really great with
So
our
nice.
deal. Okay, geometry. So we know and love
So
geometry towels in the kitchen. These are their new fitness towels, and you see how
Ooh,
compact
yeah.
that is. So ultra absorbent, great to put in a gym bag, or if you're going to play tennis, pickleball, any kind of activity in kids' bags. If they're going to be having after-school sports activities, these are just again absorbent. Compact, which I love most. Look how thin that is. It's in a bag. These are $10 with our deal.
And great design.
Look at that. And gorgeous designs. And then finally, peach skin sheets. We love peach skin sheets. Not only do they have these incredible colors, this is their new quilt that is so unbelievably soft. That goes with the dog bed. We've got the faux minky slippers and eye masks. I
That
feel
dog's
like that
gonna be
has your name
sleeping
on
in
it.
style.
That's the
look
goal.
at that.
Everyone
Wow.
should sleep in
Adorable.
style in the new year. Everything's 50% off.
Look at the face mask, too.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Tori. You always
you.
take such great care of
you.
us. And we've partnered with these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. And that QR code, of course, at the bottom of your screen right there. And Tori, you're going to be back tomorrow with even more deals. Coming up here, Malachi Kirby is here to tell us all about the new season of 1,000 Blows. Stay tuned.
Okay, we are back now with actor Malachi Kirby. We know him from the Roots Reboots miniseries, and he's here now to talk about the second season of his series on Hulu. It's called 1,000 Blows. Welcome, Malachi. Yes, absolutely.
So happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
Season 2. First of all, how excited are you, and what can we expect?
I'm honestly one of the biggest fans of this show, and I haven't had the chance to say that my whole career, so it's a nice thing to be able to say. Anyone that hasn't seen season 1 should watch season 1 first. That's a must. But for this season, we can expect the same characters, but in very different circumstances. Hezekiah, the character that I play, he's on like a revenge spree. He basically wants to get everybody who's ever hurt him and do them some damage. Mary Carr, who's played by the incredible Erin Doherty. She is, I don't want to spoil it, but she's up to stuff. She's plotting.
She's up to
stuff. She's leading for sure. She has an all-female girl gang, the 40 Elephants, that actually used to run London. They're based on real people that actually existed in the 1800s, and they're really cool. And our man Stephen Graham, he plays Sugar Goodson. He's going through some alcoholic problems, and he's finding his way out of a really dark space. But in this show, like, there's a lot going on. There's boxing, there's fights, there's heists, there's explosions. Like, it's all happening on the old streets of London, so.
It sounds like you have a lot of fun. Let's show everyone and take a look at the clip.
Your brother, what's left of him? If you leave him out here, he'll die. Come on, bring him in.
Wow. Okay, so I want to get this right. Your character is based on a real man who is Jamaican, left Jamaica to go to London to become a lion tamer, and ended up boxing.
In the 1800s.
In the 1800s, and you're Jamaican.
I am.
Did that help you connect with this character?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it was weird because, you know, I'm Jamaican in the 20th century, and he's Jamaican, so it's like, it was a very different thing back then, you know. The rhythm was different, the accent was even different, and the dialogue was different. There's words that I know that, you know, didn't exist back then. But it was the first time being able to do it and play someone from my heritage, and it was a great honor to do so. And he's honestly, like, he's one of my favorite characters I've ever played, so it was a pleasure.
Well, you can feel it, and the audience is in love with the work that you've created, which is probably why we were just talking about this. You had a very short window between wrapping the first season and then shooting the second season. It was like a week
Literally
that you had off.
Yeah, it wasn't off. It was...
Yeah, off, exactly.
It was, it's supposed to be a week off, but it was time to prep for the next season, so yeah, it was very full on.
And I can imagine that prep involved a lot of boxing training because you actually don't have a background in boxing.
I hadn't boxed, I hadn't watched boxing, I knew nothing about it other than people hit each other. That's literally, I knew nothing about it. So there was a lot to learn in a short space of time, but I had some great trainers who put me through the mill. We actually built a boxing ring on the set, so anytime that I wasn't filming, we could literally go to the boxing ring, train up with my coach, and get back on set. And yeah, it was Incredible.
Did you feel like you could learn how to do it pretty quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to fight AJ or anything like that, but I learned some stuff.
What does it feel like, that first hit that you get? I mean, it has to be a real shock to the body when you're boxing.
Yeah. Not everyone hit me like you weren't playing at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was for real. I mean, I didn't ever actually get hit. I may have accidentally hit some people, but they were all stuntmen.
That's what you tell. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
they were ready for it. You actually brought a friend here with you today that you've known since you were about 11 years old. How has your family and friends kept you grounded through this whole Hollywood, rising?
Honestly, I spent most of it alone. Honestly, and it's only like in the last couple of years where it's become really important to me to have my community around me, and it's so grounding, and I wish I started it sooner. It's changed my life just having my people around me. So
well, some people never do it.
Yeah, no,
right?
for sure.
So thank goodness you could do it. Malachi, you are such a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on the show. 1,000 Blows returns for season 2 this Friday on Hulu. And coming up here, we're going to sit down with Roshani Chokshi, the author behind the January GMA YA Book Club pick. Stick around.
We are back now with the author behind our GMA YA Book Club pick for January. It is called The Swan's Daughter. New York Times bestselling author Roshani Chokshi is here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are so happy to have you here because this is your 15th book. That's incredible.
Like how?
Yes, how?
My hands are actually falling apart.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about the 15th book.
Well, like pretty much everything I've ever written, it's a fairy tale. It drinks from the roots of mythology, and it's also a love story. It's a coming-of-age story where two young people are trying to find the bravery needed to chase a life worth living.
Oh, you know, fairy tales are truly part of the fabric of what it means to be human, right?
Absolutely.
Since the beginning of time, I think. What is it that you love about fairy tales?
Oh, gosh. You know, myths and fairy tales are so, exactly what you said, vital to us as human beings. But where I think a myth explains the unexplainable, a fairy tale upholds the unknowable, which means that they don't always have happy endings. They can be abrupt and startling, but what they always do is that they reaffirm the presence of magic. They say life is uncertain and it could be terrible, but there's always, always magic if you know how to look for it.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
We were just talking about the fact that you're a mom. You have an 8-month-old and a 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
You're writing these books as you are also parenting your children. How has it changed you as a writer, especially thinking about fairy tales?
Well, the first thing I noticed was, gosh, all these parents are dead. I really need to write something where I get to survive.
Yes.
But you know, there was this really beautiful essay I read a while ago by Amber Sparks where she mentioned that mothers were telling these stories without parents to prepare their kids for a life without them. That broke my heart. And I love the idea of being able to do something different, to show a protagonist who's truly loved, supported by family, has an on-screen, not dead prologue mom, and is still struggling. Like, I'm 35, I still call my mom every day.
Oh, yeah.
Or my dad, and be like, I found a spider. Like, I'm in Atlanta, I don't know what you want me to do with this. I'm like, it's big, I just want you to know.
Well, and kids are always changing, but fairy tales are, as Gio mentioned, just classic.
Yes.
So where do you get your ideas, you know, as kids are evolving and changing in digital age, you know, and on their phones all the time? Like, where do you tap into that's really going to grab their attention for that YA audience?
I think no matter who you are or what you're interested in, we're all having the same experiences. Falling in love for the first time doesn't change if you're also learning a TikTok dance. It is still a feeling of just obliteration. And I always come back to that. For the inspiration, it always has to come from the heart. And once I became a mom, everything that I thought about fairy tales really changed. Like, when I held my daughter the first time, what I felt wasn't love first, it was fear. It was this, like, how have we been allowed to be entrusted with this precious, vital life? And oh my gosh, I'm so scared of all the things in the world that could hurt you. And that's why we need stories and fairy tales and myths. They guide us through the unknown, always.
You know, one of the things I love about you is that I've seen online how you provide advice for writers.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, 15 books in, what do you tell someone who's like, I want to write a novel? What do you tell them?
I think that writing any sort of story demands close listening, truly close listening. And especially when it comes to young adult literature and children's literature, I find that you have to go back and give yourself grace to who you were when you were that age. There is nothing that I find more mortifying than my entire personality at 13, you know? And you're just like cringing, you're like, oh, dang.
You read your writing from that time and you think that?
Oh, it's terrible. It is transcendently bad. But if you want to write for a children's audience, you have to write for yourself. You have to extend the grace that you wish you had been given at that age. And I think that's where you find the best stories.
Oh, Roshani, you are such a delight. Congrats on the new book.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
We are so excited.
This
The
is a joy.
Swan's Daughter is what it's called. It is available now, and we'll be right back.
Oh, what a great show. Great guest today. Thank you so much for watching.
And for more news, you can check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
We hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye.